All right, welcome everyone. We're going to go ahead and start the video with a little bit of intro. This video is about Bitcoinsilver. Sorry we don't have any flashy interactions or anything like that right now. So what we've got going on here is Bitcoinsilver is going to be a community-driven project. It is on the SHA-256 algorithm, and we're just going to do a little down and dirty video, not super flashy. So as every crypto project starts, it starts with community. So you're going to go ahead and start with the Discord. I recommend you joining the Bitcoinsilver official Discord as posted on the X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, as well as the poolsformining.com. Now, it is Pools for Mining has become the official pool for the coin right now because it's got the largest presence and the only mining like with trustability so far. Now, this is a new fledgling project that's in its infancy, and we'll see where it goes. I personally have been mining the crap out of it because that's the only way I could get it until the other day when it finally hit an exchange on the FCEX exchange. And I'd recommend you making an account there as well as making a wallet for yourself as well. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the wallets page, download the wallet. These should really be pinned up here as far as the GitHub and everything else, but you know they're kind of new to the doing the Discord thing. But there's a couple of GitHub links here that should be trustable sources up near the top. All right, but as far as that goes, do your own research before downloading anything or giving money to any project, right? When it comes to buying and selling cryptocurrency, you must do your own research. This isn't financial advice. Just do the homework. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the wallet. So we're going to open this up right here. So this is German, I assume. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your new deposit address. You're going to name it, and then it's going to show up right here. So in doing that, I will show you my own personal wallet address just for shits and giggles. Probably can't see that very well, but we're going to go ahead and go to receive. We're going to create a new label and create a new receive address right there. And then it will show up here. So I'm not going to do that right now, but because I've already got one. And once you do that, you will double click on that receive address and then hit this button right here. You can copy it several different ways. So what's going to happen is you're going to have your receive address and you're going to want to hook up to one of your miners. Once you have acquired mining hardware or you've acquired some sort of mining you know, with a CPU, GPU, whatever have you. Even if you're going to rent hash rate, you need that address. So that's important. So next you're going to go over here to the pools. Down here in the bottom of the chat, well, we'll say at the top of the chat, really should be in announcements, but either way, on the pool itself, we'll just go ahead and open up the new page. It has the page for Bitcoinsilver. It's the first one there. And then you're going to go to the get connected. So there are several different ports. The US one went down for some reason, but we won't worry about that right now because this is what I'm currently mining on, the EU port. And it's got a decent difficulty. I should probably be mining on the higher difficulty, which, you know, whatever. I haven't really seen a difference, but for your lower difficulty, you're most likely going to have to mine this one right here if you're mining a CPU or GPU. Next, you're going to want to once you connect your or you get your connection here, right? For the pool, and you have your wallet address as your worker name, right? That's how you're going to set that up. And now for this pool specifically, there's usually a password, but right now there is no password. So what we're going to do is we're going to go we're going to get a program called Advanced IP Scanner. This program lets you hook up other access your miners and do other things as far as networking and such. I'm gonna hook up to one of my miners right now. Now, most mining pages are the same as far as setup. CPU and GPU is going to be a little different, and we'll talk about that later. I'm not 100% sure you can find a good SHA-256 algorithm mining miner, and that's going to be an issue with most CPU and GPUs right now. Is they the difficulty is so high that it's virtually impossible, and it's just not worth doing. Like, it'd be a detriment to the network in a sense if you started mining on those things. So I'm gonna log into my miner here. This is my smallest one for the ASICs. Well, my smallest, biggest one. So this runs at 96 terahash. And you can see I'm connected to the pools here. So you're going to go to settings. You're going to input the pool stratum, the entire thing with the port. And then you're going to put your wallet address and then no password. Make sure that's important. You got no password. You got the port and stratum, all this right. And the miners, for the most part, will fix themselves as far as whether they need that stratum plus TCP, whatever. They'll figure that out on their own. So don't worry too much about that. So as soon as you start reporting good hash rate, you also need to check your pool rejection rate. If your rejection rate is high, regardless of how you're mining, if your rejection rate is high, then you need to switch ports and find a port that's going to work best for you. All right. So that being said, that's the easiest way to set up an ASIC. The Avalon Nano that I was talking about in Discord earlier is going to have an interface something like this. Nope, that's not it. It's being a turd. And remember the password for this. Okay. So the web interface is going to look like this. Now, on the phone, it looks a little different, and I'll walk through that in a second. But this is probably the best and most reliable miner that you can get right now for low electricity, and it runs on 400 watts. It is absolutely fantastic. I have 5 of these. I want a lot more, and I want to put them on solar, but there's honestly no real reason for me to do that unless I'm going to buy 100 of them, you know? So we'll see what happens when I get there, but like we're just in the infancy of mining on this coin specifically. Um but this would be a good entry point for anyone that I would recommend if not familiar with ASICs. This is the way to go about it. Is get you an Avalon Nano 3 from Canon. And don't buy from affiliate, don't buy from a third party vendor, buy directly from them and you will save money. Because a lot of people are overcharging, they're doing certain things that are just not great for, for most people's wallets. So do your best and try to get it directly from the manufacturer in this instance, especially with the scamming. There Cryptocurrency is ripe with scams. So make sure you do your own research. Make sure you're on the legitimate website, and you're gonna have to do your own research on that. It's just there's no two ways about it. But we're gonna close that down. Um Now that we've got our pool and we've got our address, we got everything plugged in, you're gonna want to go over to your dashboard and you're gonna put your address in here. For me, here's my address. So it's saying I'm mining at 420 terahash. It's not really correct. I'm a little lower than that, but it's fine. And we'll see how other people on the mining platform are doing. So right now I'm the top miner on there, and it says I'm running at 600 terahash. I'm really running around 400 terahash. I'm not this high. So there's a little stipulation with that. You just got to some give and take. But there are some lower miners on here that were showing some real some some real skin in the game. I think one of these guys down here was running at like 3 terahash the other day, and he was finding blocks. So it's not impossible. So to check your block rate and make sure you're micromanaging this miner correctly, you want to go here to blocks, and you'll see the blocks found and then the addresses they're found by. So I'm not doing too great right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm not doing fantastic. Of course, down here I went on a rip. I did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's sometimes I'll get like 5 in a row. It just depends on luck, who else is mining, how my miners are performing, and if it's like I'm managing heat a lot because it's like 100 degrees outside and it's 150 degrees inside the mining shed. So I gotta be very careful that I don't burn my my mining shed down. So it's it's going to be important. It's something you're going to want to manage because there's limitations to hash rate availability, and there's also limitations to hardware, and it's going to fluctuate. So you can't bank on it being like, for instance, this miner right here, its output at 96 terahash, like it's doing 98 right now. I can't bank on that it's going to be 98 all the time. All right, it's gonna go up and it's gonna go down, but it's gonna stay about there. So results may vary. Now, when it comes to getting payments, payments are recurring every 200 blocks. So you're going to have to wait for the block maturity, and you'll see the completion based on the sliding scale here. And it will show you that these are how many they're confirmed and completed, like this one right here. So this is actually my block at 100% completed. Oh, and now it went up. Yeah, this is the last block that was completed as far as maturity wise, right? So I should be getting a payout soon for some of this, right? And for all this past work, right? So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've got a lot here pending that I should get paid for. Everything in the pending category. So just wait. Just wait. It's gonna take some time. Normal blockchains do this. It's not that big a deal. Now, as far as speed of payment is lightning fast. I bought some coins on the FCX exchange the other day, and they were stupid fast in my wallet, faster than Bitcoin, almost as fast as Solana. It was wild how fast this blockchain is. So it's gonna do good things. I think this project is gonna go far just for the ease of use of transfer and the fact that it's SHA-256 mineable. It's gonna be fantastic for the crypto community. All right, next. If you need support, obviously join the Discord, the Telegram, or email. All right, and they'll get you some help. Obviously, the best way to get help is right in the Discord of the Bitcoinsilver or the Bitcoin mining pool itself, Discord itself, poolsformining.com. So, you see, I'm on here a lot. Not a big deal. Answer some quick questions. Now, as far as uh, as far as other mining, we're gonna do where is it? Sorry, ignore my massive amount of desktop icons. So, SRB miner is a multi-coin miner, and it's got a lot of algorithms available. All right, so as you can see, if you want to navigate and find out which algorithm is available, it's going to be right here after the after the start slash mining slash the algorithm.bat. All right, it's the bat file, right? And you can double check if there are any SHA-256 in here, and obviously they're alphabetized. So there's no SHA-256 here. You may have to find a SHA-256 capable miner, and that would be from like SB Multiminer and the correct version of SB Multiminer. Now, and you'd have to find that from the GitHub. Now, I'm not going to recommend you go to any website and get these because you have to do your own research and be willing to find the mining programs like this to CPU mine and to GPU mine. So it's like the Wild West. You really have to do your own research and be willing to take a little bit of risk and know what you're getting into and make sure you're getting this from a trusted source. So ask your friends, see work any way out you can possibly do to mine to get these on in a safe way as far as these mining programs, because they're sketchy. There's no two ways about it. Like most of them are suspect and that you can't really trust them. So the best way to do that is to see what other miners are using. Um, I'm going to give a quick shout out to probably the gold standard of the mining community. There will be where's my guys here? So Rabbit Mining, excellent CPU guy. He does all the CPU mining. He's probably one of the guys that has the most knowledge on YouTube. That is quick to the point and is trustworthy as far as what CPU to mine, how to mine it, how to use Hive OS or how to use Windows to mine. I personally enjoy Windows because I've never just had the patience to work out Hive OS, and I don't really like having to pay to add miners and all this other stuff that other platforms have done in the past. So I just don't do it. I kind of do my own, and I kind of do my own research on that, and I do the homework. So there's a large portion of doing the homework when it comes to crypto mining. It's not easy, and it's not for everyone, but it can be done, and it can be done profitably, as seen as most of these guys are doing most of this profitably. And sometimes they're doing certain things that leave them in a hole for months and they're in the negative, but popularity of the coin comes around and all of a sudden they're up like 500 bucks in their position. So you can easily make money in mining in small amounts here and there, especially if you're saving electricity or getting your electricity from an alternate source like solar or like wind power or something. And just there's a lot to learn here when it comes to CPU and GPU mining. Now, the main thing is finding a mining program that will let you do the SHA-256 algorithm, which is going to be rare. Because the main reason is the space has been taken over by ASIC miners. There is almost no real point for you to spend money on hardware to mine the SHA-256 algorithm when you can go buy $100 piece of hardware that will mine much more effectively than anything has in the past. So don't waste your money on certain areas of certain things in the crypto space when you especially don't have to. You can watch these guys' channels and let them do the research for you because they've been there. They've done all the hard stuff. Okay, Red Panda Mining. Excellent source of information for all things mining. He is a big player in the crypto space as well as a good influencer for knowledge and stuff and watching YouTube videos. He makes excellent quality YouTube videos. He actually did a setup and review of the Nano 3 there, and you can see them. They sent them out to other YouTubers and before anybody could get them, and kind of generated hype for a lot of things. And that's what got me started. I got really interested when they showed this video, the original video, and I immediately was like, let's do this. Let's get on the Kickstarter program that they had with Indiegogo. I think that's what it's called for they launched a Kickstarter program on that application. So, and I was all about it, and I still am. I'm a very firm believer in these things. They're worth their money, 100%. Um, I do have larger ASICs, obviously, but when those are unaffordable to run, these will still stay on. You know, it's going to be fine. As far as a backbone for your mining capability, always have a second and third option when electricity rates get too high, or you want to run it on solar, or you just want to use it as an alternate heating source. This is excellent. These are actually sold and advertised as heaters, not Bitcoin miners. So that's kind of where it kind of there's a little wiggle room when it comes to finding the right solution for you. So do your own research, scour YouTube, ask your friends, get involved in the community, and you're gonna be fine as far as getting started. Now you've got your wallet, right? You got your new mining address. Copy that down and save it. I'd also recommend you going to the normal. I'll get in here. Go and start her up again. Um, I would also recommend you doing. Oh, I just got a payment there. I would also recommend you saving your wallet. Okay, so you're gonna back up your wallet. So what you do is you're gonna get a thumb drive. You're gonna put in the thumb drive and you're gonna hit back up your wallet. Right? You're gonna name the file and you're gonna save it in the thumb drive, and it's going to create a I believe a dot, not a dot bat. Uh, I'm not. I completely forgot. It's gonna save a clone of your wallet basically in that space on the thumb drive, so it can be retrieved and recovered just in case you lose your password or any kind of hack or anything happens. You need to secure your own assets and make sure that that's the first thing you do is make a copy of your wallet before you start mining, before you start loading it with crypto. Having that security is going to be the number one thing. Second is going to be a good antivirus and not clicking on dumb shit. If you don't trust a link, don't click on it. Any of the links in this Discord are suspect and you need to look at with scrutiny and scan before you click on them. If you don't trust it, don't click on it. That's the easiest way to go about it. Like, I don't know what this article is about. Honestly, I don't really care, but it's posted by one of the guys here, one of the developers. Cool. If I'm interested, I may read it or I may find a safe way to read this article by clicking through the links here in the Discord provided. But if it's not a trustable link, your wallet may be in danger. So don't click on any of these links without knowing the risks. So the mining pool is pretty much straightforward. You ask some questions on here, he's going to get back to you relatively quickly, especially when it concerns to uptime because he is the number one pool for mining. There are different pools available, I believe. You can go to. You can just type in Bitcoinsilver pools, and there's a website called Mining Pool Stats. Now, I don't endorse or recommend any of these, but this is what I use sometimes. I don't have any affiliation with any of these people, but this is just what I use. So there's a few pools here. This is actually a new one. So and it actually has some hash rate on it. There's like one person mining here. So there is a new paper last share pool here. So if you are on the low end of the spectrum and as far as hash rate, you can mine here and pool your hash rate for collective rewards. Now, the pool payout is going to be dependent on that pool finding blocks. If the pool together doesn't find a block all day, no one gets paid. Right? So that's where pool power is going to have to be several people going in the right direction and mining together as as a unit, right? And then they collectively get paid based on your work or based on the last share accepted, and it gets split among the miners. So your mining rates could be high on a pay per last known share or a prop, right? You're going to get paid per like per your output, right? So there's two different two different earning schemes here as far as availability to earn different ways, and that's kind of nice that these two have come up recently, because the only one available for this whole time, basically, that was kind of somewhat trustable is the solo one, and that's honestly where I'd be at right now. I'd want the solo blocks because I like mining solo blocks. Like, it's just my thing for as far as crypto goes. I will switch to a new algorithm or a new currency when it comes to that kind of stuff in different mining ways, like on my GPU rigs and my CPU rigs and my ASIC miners that will mine those currencies, and then I will see whatever I can hit solo. I don't really like pool mining for the most part, because especially when it comes to the pool, I'm absolutely killing it. Now, your results will vary. So, I mean, don't don't run out here thinking you're going to dominate the hash rate on the pool and get all the blocks, because you won't. See, even me being the number one miner right now, I'm the last block I got was, you know, probably 30 minutes ago. It's not good. So I'll have to see what's up with my miners, see if they're acting up. Check the check the pool. Yeah, so my miners are acting up. One of my miners is probably just went offline. So I've got to find out why. So this is part of the dance. You gotta meticulously babysit your hardware, especially if you have a lot of it and it's spread out in different areas, depending on what's going on. See, I'm at the high, like the pool recognizes that I'm the highest hash rate here, but I'm still not getting any active blocks within a good time span. I should have already cracked one. I should be somewhere in between here. I should be getting every other block. But there is a lot of competition now on the mining. There's like 4 or 5 more miners than there was yesterday. So people are waking up to the project, people are getting involved, and the easiest way to get this coin right now is to mine and to buy, obviously. But it just depends on what you can do for yourself personally. So it's not uh it's not something I would rush out and buy like $1,000 worth of mining equipment, or like $3,000 worth of mining equipment, because some of these machines do cost $2,000 to $3,000 a piece. I have two $2,500 machines, and I have a $1,300 machine, not including the other four ASICs I have on the $200 spectrum. So that's not don't run out and buy a bunch of mining hardware thinking you're gonna make it big on this. The popularity for this will fade and the difficulty will get higher. So what you got to do is to protect your own assets. Buy it right now while it's low, and see what you can do on the mining spectrum as far as mining it and supporting the network, because that's all we're really doing here is we're supporting the network so it can make and validate transactions. So it's not it's not for everyone. I'll go ahead and say that, but it is definitely the most interesting thing I've ever done. So I would wholeheartedly recommend someone trying to get to the crypto space and learning how ASIC miners work, and just the basics of getting onto a pool, and supporting the network, even if it's basically at a loss in some cases. Because if you own, it's like owning stock and then doing something that would increase the value of that stock. Right now, we're mining and we're increasingly increasing the value, or we're steadily increasing the value of this coin we own, because we're supporting the network. So even if you don't believe in the project, you can still go buy some and just hold it for, See that? Yeah, there we go. 250% luck as far as the last one, because I basically got passed over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And this guy's absolutely killing it. He's doing excellent. And I imagine this is like the next guy up. No, this is the third best guy, and he's doing better than I am right now. So it just depends. And your certain miners work better on certain algorithms, so he may have a better miner than I do. On all three of mine combined, it may be a newer piece of technology. So hash rate doesn't always mean everything. So get out there, support the network with what little you have. This guy's doing 9 terahash. It's probably doing more around 3 terahash with everything being kind of inflated on this number on this page specifically. So get out there and just mine. So that's going to be it. Thank you for watching the video. We're over here at Moms308 on YouTube and Twitch. We do crypto stuff. We do crypto streams, and we're getting into the freeze drying stuff. So if you want to see some of that, we're kind of we're just doing we're experiencing it. We're doing it all. We're doing a little side business here. So, but if you have any questions, I'm in the official Discord and also the mining Discord. Yeah, 100% do your own research. Don't take my advice. Do your own research.